Hey my beautiful Aquarius peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot and I'm coming at you guys with your March 2023 tarot reading. How are you? Hope you guys are doing great. Just want to mention before we start, I am currently recovering from being sick for the past couple of days, so do bear with me everybody. I would gratefully appreciate it. As always, if you are interested in personal services, products, and so much more, you can check the link to my website in my description box down below. Always do remember, you can only get a personal reading from my website and no other place, so watch out for any scammers or impersonators. I will never DM you and reach out to you on social media for a reading. Regardless though, Aquarius, welcome in. How are we doing? Hope we're doing great. And we're going to go ahead and get on into it. I do want to mention we don't have the overhead angle we usually have, so we're working with this for now. I did get a new desk, so I have to go get a whole new overhead rig essentially. So we're going to go ahead and work with this angle for this reading. But we'll go ahead and see what's going on here regarding March 2023. So let's take a look here for the zodiac sign of Aquarius and see what information is coming up here throughout March 2023. What message is showing up here for Aqua, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout March 2023. We already got one card flipping on out, which is the King of Cups. Now it came out in the reverse. Typically I read upright though when it does come towards monthly readings. So we'll go ahead and take that. King of Cups. A very deep sense of emotional security, emotional responsibility, though, was kind of the first word that I was hearing coming out here for you. So a really big, deep sense of emotional responsibility. You know, King of Cups here, very strong energy, very powerful. You know, he's gone through a lot. He's learned a lot of lessons. Keep in mind, right? Gender of the card doesn't matter, but I really do feel here with the King of Cups, it's like you've gone through lots of lessons. You've learned a lot. And with the King of Cups showing up here too, you've gone through lots of things emotionally that has brought you to a place where you've become pretty emotionally strong. You know, you've faced quite a lot of challenges. So I do feel like jumping into March 2023, you know, what this is all about is this is about feeling like you've really got to a place where you can pretty much handle anything, any kind of challenge that comes your way, anything that life kind of throws at you, because you've been through so much and you've learned so much and you got to that point where it's like, okay, I can handle whatever kind of challenge gets thrown my way because I have a lot of experience in that area. All right, moving on forward here from this King of Cups, let's go ahead and have a look here at your current situation for March 2023. So what's going to be the current situation here for Aquarius? First card out is going to be the Tower. So Tower card showing up here for you. You know, typically the card here of an awakening. You know, things really starting to get shaken up a little bit here in your life. Next card is going to be the Lovers. And then lastly for you, we do have here a Ten of Wands. So like I mentioned, right, you certainly have been through a lot. I think you've seen a lot of change, especially in regards to the things that you love. Lovers card showing up here for you. It doesn't always have to represent a soulmate or a romantic partner or a romantic relationship. You know, Lovers card here can certainly represent just the things in life you feel very connected to and very comfortable with. So, you know, you've been going through changes, I feel, for a while, where the things you've loved have started to change, and it's about forming new connections with new things to love, and it's about forming a new life with different people and different experiences. And I think you got very comfortable where you were in the past, and you've kind of been in this awkward energy for the past year or two, might have even been longer, but I'm feeling this energy that's been happening for a while. It has a lot of longevity, this energy, where it's like you've been in this awkward place for a long time. It's like you weren't quite settled, you weren't quite comfortable, you did feel like you had challenge after challenge after challenge kind of come and head your way, but it's not caught you, but it's taught you to be, excuse me, more cool, calm, and collected. It's taught you to be more emotionally secure. It's taught you to be, wherever I am, I'm going to be okay. I definitely feel like it really brought forth that mentality. No matter what struggle I face, I'm going to be fine. No matter what challenge comes my way, everything's going to be okay. So you're really in that space right now where you're learning how to go with the ebb and flow. But most importantly, I think that you're starting to see everything in my life was changing. Tower card. All the things I loved were turning into something new, because I'm at a point in time right now in my life where I'm moving into my next path, you know, where I'm supposed to be in the next half of my life. You know, some Aquarians that are watching right now, you might be in your early 30s, maybe possibly your early 40s. You know, you're beginning that second half of your life, or maybe you're entering, you know, the third decade, right? You've gone through, you know, from being born up until 20, now you're in your 30s, so you're in that third decade of your life, and it's like, okay, whole new time, whole new next 10 years to focus on. Everything that I'm feeling in your reading here is like over the next decade kind of energy. Like I feel like we're going from decade to decade here, and what you can expect here moving into the next 10 years is going to be a lot of security, because you've overcome the challenges, you've learned a lot in these younger years that you went through. You know, you might have faced a lot of hardships, but it really taught you to be strong. You might have faced a lot of hardships. You might have lost a lot of things you've loved, but it taught you what love meant. And it taught you to enjoy the things you love in the moment you have them, because the things you love can go at any given time. And that's the harsh reality, but it's nothing more than the truth. A lot of people see the things that they love in life and they want to be with it forever, but nothing lasts forever, right? Everything is incredibly temporary. Nothing is permanent. And as you can tap into this energy and recognize and respect that you can love what you have while you have it and accept it when it's gone, it's a powerful feeling and it's a powerful thing to master in this life. And I think that that's kind of where you're at, you know? I've lost things I've loved, but I can appreciate the time loving them. I can appreciate the people I loved, even if I lost them. I can appreciate the good fortune that I had, even if I lost that, you know? I can appreciate what I experience and know that I will still experience tough times ahead, but I'll also still experience positive and beautiful times ahead here as well. Now, for some reason, like I said, I'm feeling a lot of decade energy, and I feel like moving into the next 10 years for you, Aquarius, it's going to be really positive for you because, as I said, you've gone through the cycle of the hardships. Here comes the good fortune, is what I'm feeling for many of you. Now, this reading is for March, not the next 10 years, but I think this energy may carry out. I think you're in for a really good decade, is what I'm seeing for Aquarius. Okay, let's go ahead and move on forward. Let's see what's going to be coming in here for you. Look at that, man. Look at that. At the bottom of the deck, we have here the Wheel of Fortune. Fortunate times coming ahead here for you, okay? Regardless, let's take a look and see what's going to be coming in here for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout March 2023. What information is going to be coming in here for the zodiac sign of Aquarius? Having a look here at the first card out, we do have here the Nine of Wands. Taking a look here at the next card for you is going to be the Four of Wands. And then taking a look here at the last card, we do have here a Ten of Swords. So looking at all this energy of what's coming in, Nine of Wands, Four of Wands, Ten of Swords, you know, it's about going through that cycle here of not being afraid to love. Four of Wands here is stability, right? This represents your comfort zone, your friends, your family members, you know, the people you love, the things you enjoy, the pleasures of life, the stability you have in the good stuff, right? That's what the Four of Wands here is representing. Ten of Swords, you know, it's representing that there's a lot here that's been lost. And I think that for many of you, you know, what's coming up in March is you're recognizing, you know, you've gone through a lot of moments in life where you felt pretty scared to love because you've been scared to lose. You know, I don't want to fall in love and I don't want to find something amazing just to end up grieving it. You know, the overall challenge that I think you've been experiencing is lots of loss and grief. And as you're entering this new period of time, like I said, for many Aquarians, this next decade, you know, you're really moving into a space where it's not about grief and loss, but instead it's about tapping back into that energy of getting that good fortune, holding on to it, having longevity with that good fortune, and really doing everything you can to live in the moment and enjoy what you love and enjoy the things you have that bring you fulfillment. So Nine of Wands here, it's about having to get back out of your shell again and open yourself back up to being involved in things that make you happy, being involved in things that are stable and not worrying about will they end one day or not, because everything has an end. So March 2023 is about really starting to reconnect with a lot of fortune I feel in your life and fortunate times, but it's about not letting fear get in the way and opening your heart to it and knowing that this will end one day, but we might as well enjoy it and live it up as long as we can, you know? All right, moving on forward here for you, Aquarius. Let's have a look here and see what you can expect throughout the rest of March 2023. Aquarian, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. First card, we do have here the Queen of Cups. All right, so we had the King of Cups. Now we have here the Queen of Cups coming into play here for you. You know, King of Cups here, that's the energy for me that says emotional maturity, right? You've gone through everything. You become a lot more mature in your emotions. Queen of Cups here, that's more of the lovey-dovey kind of love that you hold and that you bear. And I think that you're letting your emotions out a lot more. You're being more emotionally available is what the Queen of Cups here says. Moving into the next card, the Empress. Hello. Empress card here is a card that represents tons of growth, but it also is a card here that represents the beauty of life. I think a lot of you here, especially when it comes towards time specifically, because you know how we mentioned nothing lasts forever. It's about appreciating the beauty of the moment, the present, appreciating the beauty of time and of, you know, however long a situation lasts. So there's a lot of appreciation for time showing up here for you. It's something you can expect. You know, Empress card here, some of you could be trying for a baby coming into March 2023. If that happens to be the case here for you, does look like pregnancy can be confirmed. So if you are actively trying for pregnancy here in this month, I do see confirmation here of the pregnancy happening. Now, with the Emperor showing up here too, it's a card of self-love, you know? I think one of the greatest things about time is that the one person that'll be with you till the end and from the beginning is you. So having this appreciation for self, having this love for self, you know, really being able to get comfortable with being in your own energy is a big bonus for you. And I think that for many of you, you're getting very comfortable with that idea, you know, getting more comfortable with knowing that you're going to be with yourself to the end. So if there's ever been anything about yourself that you've had difficulties accepting, difficulties, you know, loving any parts of yourself there that needed a little bit of extra care and attentiveness, you know, you're really going to bring a lot of attention here and love to yourself moving forward throughout the rest of March. You know, I'm with me from birth, I'm with me till death, and I got to be always the number one person to have my back and support myself and uplift myself. And it's incredibly important that I maintain a good relationship with myself. So definitely a huge increase in self-love, I think, is really going to be showing up here for you. Jumping into March, moving into the next card here for you. Let's have a look. We have here the Hierophant, you know, recognizing that, you know, commitments here in life are temporary as well. But at the end of the day, with the Hierophant showing up here for you, commit to what you desire to be a part of. You know, we got here the Four of Swords showing up here too. I'm hearing for Aquarius, it's like, don't be afraid either to break commitments. I don't know why I'm getting that feeling for some of you. I think that even if we commit to something, we always have to remember we have the free will to draw out. We have the free will to walk away from it. You know, a commitment is made in the moment where we're feeling something, and things constantly change. You know, how could somebody commit to something forever? You know, especially if we're constantly developing and changing, you know, as time progresses throughout our lives. So don't place such a heavy hold on certain commitments is what I'm feeling for you. You know, I'm not talking necessarily about love and romance, but I always tell people, especially in love and romance, you know, if you're with a person, even if you made a devoted commitment to them, if you're not happy with them, you're wasting your time and theirs. Get out of that, set them free, set yourself free. But it's not about really romantic relationships. It's about devotion and commitment to certain things in your life, whether it's your career path, whether it's your own personal path, whether it's what your family wanted for you, whatever the case may be. Remember, any kind of devotion you've given, if you've changed as a person, you can change what you're devoted to. Don't fall by this honor code that just because you said you would be committed, that you'll stay committed forever and be miserable and unhappy. You change with the tides like we all do. So if your feelings change and if your commitments change and if where you want to be devoted changes, don't be afraid to break out of certain commitments. I was feeling guided to say that for Aquarius, okay? So do keep that in mind here for a few of you. Let's get one more card. One more card here for what you can expect throughout the rest of your month. And yeah, we have here the Strength card. You know, really starting to see your real and true strength that you have. I think sometimes we never know our strength until we get pushed to our limits. And I feel like you've really been pushed to your limits here, up and coming all the way to March 2023. You know, you've gone through a lot, like I've mentioned. Really, really intense energy, a lot of changes, a lot of shifts. Things you've loved have been lost. Things you loved have been changed. And now it's about having to rebuild a new stable environment, but it's about having to be open to it, not fearful of losing it, right? It's about appreciating the time you have with the people and the things you have, and recognizing that time is just an illusion, and also recognizing that nothing is forever. So live it up as best as you can. So Strength card here, it's like you're really going to start to see your strength here jumping into March 2023 after everything you've been through, and it makes you feel like a much more well-structured person, but it also makes you recognize that I can get through anything. Point blank period. You know, very good. All right, let's go ahead and see what the universe has in store here for you, Aquarius. What advice does the universe have here for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout March 2023? What advice does the universe have here for Aqua? First card out, we do have here the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles here says, don't be afraid to make something, to make a small investment, because you can always get a big return. Next card coming out here for you is going to be the Page of Swords. And then taking a look here at one more card from advice from the universe, we have here the Fool. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about these cards because they all kind of have their own individual meanings here. First things first, Page of Pentacles coming into play. Give a little to get a lot is what I'm hearing for you, Aquarius, okay? In certain areas of your life, I feel like you need to do less because less is more. I don't know why. That's what I'm hearing for you. So if it's about, you know, really overworking in a situation where you're not getting much out of it, you know, do a little bit less work. You might get more. Less is more. If it's about, you know, overdoing something overall, draw back a little more, pull back a little more. It might be better for you to do less. All right, less is more is what I hear for some of you. Next card coming in here from the universe, we do have here the Page of Swords. Page of Swords here says that it's not about people unable to be trusted You know, you can trust people in this life, but I think you need to always make sure you're being very aware of people's intentions. I feel like the universe here is wanting you guys to bring more awareness to the individuals you connect with. It's not about being suspect of everybody. It's not about being untrustworthy of everybody, but it's about making sure you maintain a good judge of character. When you see people, really look at their motive, really look at their intention. Always have your awareness open, because it can be very easy to spot the fake people and the individuals who intend to do harm versus the individuals here who are real, raw, and authentic. So I feel like the universe is saying in the month of March, keep your awareness game on point. All right, do everything you can to kind of, have a good judge of character as much as you can. And it's not about saying don't trust people or cut everybody off, but it's pretty much about just saying listen and see the signs and really get to know people and really look at people and make sure you're not, letting anything kind of bleed between the lines, if you will. All right. And looking into the last card, the last piece of advice here from the universe, we do have here the Fool card. Fool card is Aries energy. It's a fresh start. It's a new beginning. It's starting from ground zero. And I think that the universe is saying, don't be afraid to do that this month. Remember, I mentioned to you, right? Coming into March 2023, I feel like it's the beginning of the fortunate times again for Aquarius. I really feel like after you've gone through this very difficult battle, possibly over the last decade, and, potentially entering the new decade is where this great fortune comes in. But I feel like you've gone through enough battles and you've learned enough lessons to become much more of a stronger person and more emotionally secure. And, you've gone through a lot of loss here, but you've recognized that everything you have in your life that makes you happy has value. So live it up as best as you can. Fool card here says it's a new time where new things are going to come in that you're going to love. It's a new time where new things are going to come in that are going to be stable. It's a new time where there's going to be a new normal coming in here for you. I mentioned you kind of felt this awkward energy for a while, and it's not going to be so awkward anymore because you're going to be creating a new normal in your life. And that'll be your new normal for a while. And then inevitably in the future, it'll change again. But for now, you're going to start to see some steadiness and some longevity. And with this new normal coming in, don't be afraid to invite it in. I think it's going to be a good time for however long it lasts. Okay? All right, Aquarius, let's move on into your outcome, and we'll see what's up, and then we'll tie out this reading here for you, okay? Wheel of Fortune, once again, at that bottom of the deck. Like I said, really do feel for Aquarius, fortunate times ahead. All right, what's going to be the overall outcome here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, throughout March 2023. Let's go ahead and have a look. And what do we have? We have here the Three of Wands, followed up here with the Queen of Wands. I like that, baby. I really do. Taking a look here at the overall outcome for you, Aqua. Three of Wands here to the Queen of Wands. What you've been waiting for is on its way. Queen of Wands here says, get empowered, get ready, get excited. Put yourself into a perspective where you're open. Don't be afraid. Be confident. And face your new beginning, face your new normal, because it's going to be a good one. Absolutely. You've really been waiting for that comfortable environment to come in for quite some time because things have just felt super awkward. And I see it happening here for you guys coming into March 2023. And I think it's going to be a really beautiful experience. So get adjusted, guys. Be ready for the new normal. Okay. Be excited here for the new stuff that's going to come in here for you. I really do feel like you're going to be entering fortunate times, and give it time here to see the change and to build this new life and to build your new normal. It's not going to happen overnight, but I think there's going to be a lot of longevity coming in here for you overall, and I think it's going to be incredibly sustainable. And I think that with the lessons you've learned and with the way you've learned to become more accepting of the fact that everything's temporary and to enjoy what you have when you have it, it's like the experience is going to be a lot more, appreciated here, and a lot more, how do I say it? Not necessarily a lot more appreciated, but you're going to definitely be more invested in the experience and live each day like, hey, anything can happen. So let me just live it up as best as I can. All right. Aquarius, I love you all very much. Thank you so much for watching your reading. I do hope you enjoyed it. Of course, if it happens to resonate with you, cool. If not, it's not your message, but thank you very much for coming out here nonetheless. If you are new here, do consider subscribing. I'd be more than happy to invite you and welcome you here into the Soul family. And of course, if you're interested in any kind of personal reading, products, so much more, check the link to my website in the description below. But Aquarius, have a lovely day. Have a great March, and I'll see you all in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.